What is going on, guys? The Balor fan of the 85. Back to the Future 85, back to 55. I don't know where I'm going with this, but we'll just keep going with it. And the Mrs. Balor fan 85. Miss Balor fan 85, do you have anything you want to say to YouTube land?
We're ready to do this review.
We're ready. We're ready. Try to figure out where to go from here. Anyways, we have a brand new belt review for you today. It's one that I've actually really been looking forward to. I don't know how you felt about it. But we'll get into that, I guess. You got anything you want to say right now?
I'm glad you got this belt finally, so you can shut up about it.
She's a Sour Patch Kid. First she's sour, and then she's sweet. In this case, first she's sweet, then she's sour.
But you haven't shut up about it. You've had the belt for a little bit now, and you haven't shut up about it.
Yep. I've been dying to have this belt. It's been one of the belts on my list since it debuted last year.
That's how long?
Yeah, it's been, well, we haven't had it all year.
No, I'm talking about that's how long you've been talking about it.
That's how long I've been talking about it. This is actually a pretty controversial belt. Some people really, really like it. Me. Some people are kind of indifferent about it. And then some people absolutely hate it. Again, I absolutely love the belt. The US title has been one of my favorite belts for as long as I can remember. You guys saw the 5-plater, 6-plater that we reviewed a few weeks ago. That's one of my all-time favorite belts. Then I went to a 3-plater. Well, after I went to the 3-plater, it came to the WWE, it turned back into a 5-plater. And we reviewed that. Maybe we'll review it again, I'm not sure. The flat, itty-bitty 2mm plates. And now it's turned back into a 3-plater. So, it's kind of going 5-3, or I'm sorry, 6-3, 5-3. The next one will probably be 5, and the next one will probably be 3. But without any further ado, this is one that I've been dying to do for a while. It is the 2020.
I was about to say, if you hit me with this one.
I'm not going to hit you with it.
You have.
Well, I've hit you with them before, but I didn't mean to, and I'm not planning on.
Shy. So okay. I'm like, okay. Every time.
The 2020 WWE US title. Now, I don't know exactly, we didn't really talk about this much, how you felt.
Really?
Well, as far as what you actually thought of the belt when it debuted.
You must not listen to a thing I say to you.
I'm in the doghouse.
They already know that you talk about this belt too much. Let's just get to it. Okay, go ahead. You've
come a long way. I've got a supervisor now. Balor fan 85, the guy who created the page, the guy who, drug some people along with me. Now I've got a supervisor. Wow. Am I doing okay so far?
You're kind of wasting time.
Oh, I'm sorry. Kind of wasting time. I fell in love with this belt from the moment I saw it. I just love the thick plates. I love the kind of 3D pop. The only thing that I think I had a problem to begin with was the eagle down here. When I first saw it, do you know what it reminded me of? The owl from the Tootsie Roll Pops. I don't know why it had it looked like it was an owl with big eyes. And all I could see was, Mr. Owl, how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Pop?
You're telling your age, man.
Oh, yeah. Well, it still pops up every once in a while. But that's what I saw, and the only reason I saw it, and I think a lot of people saw it, is because of the way the light hit it. I'm going to get in here in depth and let you see the eagle. After seeing the eagle, I'm actually really, really fond of the eagle. Let's go ahead and get into it, shall we?
I was about to say, don't swing my way again.
I'm not going to swing in your way. So, we're going to go ahead and start over here at the mill snaps. We have 2x1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2x6, not 2x5, not 2x8, it's 2x6. I'm kind of digging that. 2x6 pickup sticks. Now, we saw this snap box in the IC title when we reviewed it, and I told you it kind of reminded me down here in southeast Georgia. You have some vehicles, some really old vehicles, that kind of take palmetto bushes, which if you're down in Florida and you're down in southeast Georgia, they fan out like this. Some people just take them on their truck and spray paint them. That's kind of what this reminds me of. It reminds me of palmetto.
Their version of camouflage.
Yeah, it reminds me of palmetto camouflage. It's just not camouflaged. It's that. I'm kind of digging.
It's palmetto. Just, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm kind of digging. For those of you that don't know palmettos, Google them. Or palmetto. However it's called. Palmetto. I'm really digging these designs in the snap box. And again, this is your basic shop snap box where it's just kind of right in there. Coming over in between the snap box and the beginning of the plates, you have the WWE logo. It's not sudsy like the Stone Cold belt, but it does have a little bit of texture all the way around the WWE. And then you have these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stars in between the WWE logo and the first the first side plate. Now again, this is a 3-plater. So if you look over here at this first side plate, it is your basic. Now all of the basic plates, they come interchangeable. So you have your basic outside plate, and then you can just unscrew this plate right here. And there's 2 stones, one on each side of the circular plate, and you can just pop that out and put any of your logoed side plates in there. You got anything you want to say about this right now?
Well, I just like that the design actually continues to the flag right here. Just this little corner right there.
Oh yeah, I didn't even notice that. So down here on the side of the side plate, you have a few bars, and if you look, it's kind of right in sync with the flag on the bottom of the main plate. That's actually pretty neat. Now, one thing I have heard is if you take this side plate out and you put in the network logo belt side plate, you've got the red in there, and it just kind of pops. So a lot of people are doing that to make this pop a little bit more. So it's your basic side plate over here. We're going to come into the main plate. One thing I absolutely love about this main plate is you actually have a little bit of a curve to it. We'll get to that in just a second. But look how thick these plates are. And again, it's just kind of one of those things where they're doing more of it. You have that in the Undisputed belt. You also have it in this, but these plates aren't necessarily as thick as they look. Okay, so we wanted to show you guys. We've been asked when we got this belt to kind of give you guys a little bit of a look at how these plates are made, because you've kind of heard these plates aren't solid; they're hollow. So let's take this off and check it out. Okay, so here's the deal. This is the main plate of the US title. This is what we got going on the back. Okay, so if you look, it's not actually as bad as I thought. I would say these are actually 4mm plates, maybe more. But if you look, the edges have been bent down to kind of give it that little bit extra depth. Okay, am I explaining that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well that's good. I thought these would be more. I thought these would be thinner as far as how I looked, especially at the Undisputed title. It looked like there were thinner plates, and they were bent at the ends to make it look thicker. These are actually thick plates. This is actually, if you want to feel this is a heavy center plate actually. Excuse me.
You don't really expect that. It looks, because the way it's shaped on the inside, you expect it to be really light. It's actually got some really good weight to it.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised. This is the first time we've taken this main plate off. This is the first time we're looking at it and seeing how it looks. I would call it hollow in a sense that, again, there's not really, it's not as thick as what it shows on the outside, but it's still actually really thick. I'm very surprised at how it looks on the inside. So this is what we wanted to show you guys, and we wanted to give you an idea if you bought this belt. I thought that would be a detriment to this belt, but I'm actually not as disappointed as I thought I would be, as far as just what you would consider hollow plates. Again, am I explaining that right?
I think so.
Okay. Do you have anything you want to say as far as that goes, as far as the hollow plates?
Well, I mean, I kind of got a different thought in mind, but it kind of reminds me of a shield, the way it looks.
Okay.
And I think that's why the tip goes with it.
Okay, so yeah, I can definitely see that. Yeah, so any of you guys want to, I can see you putting the handle right here and holding it, and then you have a nice little shield. That would be seriously WWE Captain America. Now, one thing I do love about this main plate in general too is that everything pops. It's not stacked, but it's just etched in there. And I'm not sure. I think it's too raised to be considered etched. It's just one of these new techniques that WWE and the makers are using to help prevent counterfeit belts. Because I've seen some of the counterfeit belts, and the counterfeit belts basically look like your 4mm. Nowhere near this thick. They have nowhere near this detail. So for for those interested in boots of this belt, the best place to get this belt is WWE Shop. I'm going to go ahead and be honest with you. I do love the color contrast in this main plate. Now, you know one thing they're doing to modify this belt that you can send it off and do? Mm. You see up here where you have the white stars and the gold behind it? You can send this off to certain people and they'll paint the back blue. Oh. So you have the blue and then the red white. So you have the red, white, and blue. Yeah. You think you would like the blue? Okay, you heard it here first. We might take this and get it customized. But again, coming down here, if you see the way the light hits it just right, and especially like right here, when the light hits it, I didn't see this at all. So I saw this body with these two big holes right here. So that's what it looked like.
Oh, okay.
The Tootsie Roll Pop. You see what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
But
it did look like that hole.
Yeah, but and I never noticed the star right here on the chest of the eagle. The detail in this eagle is unbelievable. So you have the gold wings going into the gold body, the gold talons, a silver tail. I'm not sure why, but I actually really like it, to be honest. So you have a silver tail in here.
And silver tail. Yeah,
you have a silver tail. Yeah, that could be the bald eagle, which is exactly what it is. I know I walked right into that. Don't look at me and say, no. I'm surprised you didn't. Yeah, I'm surprised she didn't. I walked right into that moment.
Why are you surprised?
I'm surprised you didn't call me out any sooner.
Okay.
So, anyways, the detail in this eagle is really great. I love, and one thing I've always loved about the U.S. titles is that red, white, and blue. With the Reggie and the other belts, you always had a little bit of red, white, and blue. Going into the WWE version, where it was nothing but red, white, and blue. And it's the same thing here. You have United States is in red painting, red lettering, champion is in blue. And then again, you have the white stars, you have the red and the white bars. A lot of contrast on this belt, and I'm really loving it. You got anything you want to say about the main plate so far?
Like you said, I just like the curve to it.
Yeah. One thing, I don't necessarily know if I want to call this a curve as opposed to it comes up to a point. It's one of the first belts I've ever seen do this, where you don't necessarily have a curve. It just feels like it's been bent. Shell. Yeah, like it's been bent and it comes up to a little bit of an angle. So I'm really liking that. Coming over to the other side plate, it's your basic, just like the other side plate. And again, you have those bars that you brought up that I never noticed, but I am liking that.
It actually continues right here too.
It really does on both sides.
It goes to, yeah.
So that's pretty crazy. Really digging that.
As much as you talked about this belt and looked at this belt, you didn't notice that.
No, I didn't notice it.
And I just looked at it for the first time today.
Do you want a cookie?
Yeah. Actually.
I have some cookies in there. Don't worry. I've got you covered. If you want cookies, you contact this guy. Okay? I'm the cookie master. I can't say cookie monster because I don't want to be copywritten and infringed upon like some people in our hobbies have been lately. Coming over here to the other side of this strap, it's basically the same. You have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stars, and then you have the pattern. It's not etched, but you have the detail around the WWE logo. Coming into the female snaps, and it says 2x1, 2, 3, 4, 2x5 snap box. So that's pretty basic. Again, you have that really cool snap box design on the inside. You have a really cool property plate. You have a really good tip with the logo in there. I know for some reason. So here's the deal. I'm getting into dad life pretty well. Our daughter just turned 4 months old a couple of weeks ago.
And just had her vaccines.
Yeah, I'm getting into the dad life. So if you see me a little bit red, you see me a little bit sweating, I put on the old Crocs, I put on the old socks, I put on the old dad shorts. I went out and cut some grass. It's my first cut of the dad season of being a dad. Gotta admit, I enjoyed it.
I think the Crocs are worse than the white sneakers.
By the way, I do not own Crocs yet. So anyways, coming over here to the tip, you have a really cool tip. It's just like the well, it's not just like the IC title, but it's different in that it's different like the IC title. There's a new design. It's not a basic gold tip. You have the WWE logo in there. It's actually a pretty big tip, and it is a full tip, if you don't notice. So we're gonna flip this bad boy over. We got a really cool backing back here. It's your base, I say really cool, but it's your basic WWE shop backing, all the way around to the the patch in the middle. You got your stickers. No backing to it because it's the simulated leather strap, so you have all your screws exposed. But and it's also your basic strap, okay? It's your basic stock WWE strap. See right here, a lot of stiffness to it. But all in all, I'm absolutely in love with this belt. I was talking to Stephen Hammer. For some reason, we shout him out a lot because he helps us out a lot as far as just the advice he gives us.
I'm actually surprised you didn't use his saying about the box of doom with the WWE.
Well, with WWE Shop, they try to make it kind of more accurate too there, and I haven't seen really close-ups of the other belt, of the real belt, so I'm not sure exactly what's going on with it. Okay, that's pretty much it as far as that goes. But both of us agreed this is the best Shop belt right now. The best belt on Shop. I've heard a lot of good things about the Undisputed belt. We have the Undisputed belt right over here. We have the old 2005 deluxe version. So I can only speak on that belt. But I can tell you this, if the new version is anything like this, it's a great belt. Now this belt says the center plate is 10 millimeters, as opposed to our Stone Cold belt down there that's 40 millimeters. But you know what? 10 millimeters, it feels like it should be more than 10 millimeters. Like it feels like, if I were to tell you this is 10 millimeters and you saw it in person, you might think it's a little bit bigger. They're also saying this belt weighs about 7 pounds. I'd put it right there. I think 7.72 pounds is what they put it at. I'd say it's right there. Now, do you have anything you want to say about this belt?
No.
You don't have anything? Is it on? Are you glad we have it in the collection? Not just to shut me up, but
just to shut you up.
Oh, so you're not a huge fan of this belt?
It's pretty.
Well, I guess that'll work. I guess that'll work.
I'm like, okay.
Okay, but
I'm just okay about it.
Okay, is this your favorite
I
U.S.
think you just talk too much about it. That's what it is.
Is this your favorite U.S. belt that we have?
Actually, no.
Which one is the favorite?
The one I own.
Okay, so it's the 5-plater over there, or 6-plater.
Yeah.
I can admit, I think I do love that a lot. But I do love this belt. I'm so glad we got it. And this may be it for a while as far as Shop belts, as far as, because
Well,
I think
we
we've
still gotta get minis.
Yeah, we've still got to get minis.
I got,
There's
how many? Like 10 to get?
Yeah, somewhere around there.
That's how far behind I am.
Yeah, so if anybody wants to help out Miss Ballard Fan 85 and send some minis our way, I'm actually just kidding. No, I'm not. Okay, maybe I am. I'm not sure.
I'm like, don't do it.
Don't do it.
We work for our collection.
Yeah, that is one thing. We make sure we work as hard as we can so we can afford to take care of our daughter first and foremost, our bellies second or third, or depending, and then our belt collection. So we still have belts coming. We also have some friends around in the area.
So fat now.
Well, I'm fat, but I'm proud.
What'd you say?
I'm fat and I'm proud.
No, after that.
Oh, we also have some friends in the area now that are starting to collect belts, and some of them want to come over here and show them off for you. So hopefully we can include some people in here. With that being said, I don't have anything else I want to say about this belt. Do you have anything you want to say about this belt?
No.
Okay. Like, comment, subscribe, and we will catch you guys down the road.